What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the protests that have been going on in Haiti. Now, before I get on with the video, I first want to say I know my makeup is like super dramatic right now, but I think most of you guys know at this point that I do makeup and that I do tutorials here and there. So hopefully seeing me in super dramatic makeup and bright colors isn't like anything new or shocking to anyone. And second, I know that as a Dominican speaking on Haitians or Haitian topics, whatever, it's kind of like, what this girl about to say? You know, it can be a little like taboo as a Dominican to speak on it or whatever. You know, it is what it is. But, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Outside of the United States, if there is one country besides DR that I want to see do well, it is Haiti. Because once Haiti does well, DR does well. And, I say that because, at the end of the day, we share the same island. And, the worse things get in Haiti, that affects DR. Because, the worse the situation gets and the more and more Haitians flee to DR, I mean, that does put more of a burden in DR. I mean, and that's not to be disrespectful to Haitians at all. It's just a reality of the situation. So, if one side can do good, both sides can do good. That's just the way I see it. So, the other thing is also felt like, when, say, for example, Puerto Rico was going through their thing a couple months ago where like the Puerto Rican people started protesting and they took to the streets and they made this guy Rosello whatever step down from office. It was such like an inspirational thing. A lot of Latinos were supporting them. I saw other Caribbeans supporting Puerto Rico. We were like, yeah, Puerto Rico. So I feel like, why not give some of that same support to Haiti? Based on some posts I've been seeing lately and just a few of the articles that I've read, it seems like these protests have come about due to like a struggle right now going on between the president, I'm not sure how to say his name, Moise. Sorry, I don't know how to say it. Between him and a surging opposition movement demanding that he step down. And it's led to a lot of, violent demonstrations throughout the country, barricaded streets. There's certain roads right now that are impassable. And I mean, it's just been just craziness everywhere. And, we all know that Haiti has been trapped basically in like a cycle after cycle of political and economic dysfunction, and it seems like sometimes they just can't ever really get out of it. And many Haitians are saying that the current crisis is worse than anything they have ever experienced. They say that their lives were already extremely difficult, especially given the fact that they're the poorest country and on this side of the hemisphere, and it's only becoming worse. So basically, the prices of everything's have been soaring. There's been a very big shortage of fuel and gas, which I kind of figured because I did recently see, like maybe a week or two ago, a few videos from Dominicans in DR filming the gas stations and showing like these long lines at the gas station. And it was like pretty much all Haitians, getting gas for their cars and their motorcycles. So the gas shortages, they seem to be worsening by the day. Hospitals have had to cut services or close entirely. I saw in one of the articles, they were talking about this one hospital in particular, how they were down to like 1 day's worth of oxygen. And so they're basically having to decide between giving it to like the elderly or like the babies in the NICU. So, I mean, it's pretty bad. I also saw that public transportation has come to a halt. Businesses have shattered. Shop owners are saying that their sales have plummeted, and the demonstrations on the streets and everything have caused them to have to, cut their store hours short, and it's become very hard for them to restock their merchandise. And then the other thing is that a lot of the schools have been closed since early September. So this is also leaving millions of children idle right now. So part of what the protesters are also criticizing is that the United States continues to stand by this president, which I'm like, the Trump administration has urged respect for the democratic process, but has said very little about the unrest in Haiti. And somebody said, if you look at Haitian history, governments are overthrown when the United States turns on them. Which I'm like, why does it always seem that the U.S. is always kind of like meddling in Haiti? Like, what's up with that? Now, you guys, I'm not into politics like that, so I'm sure some of you know a lot more about what's been going on as far as the political sphere in Haiti and the United States' involvement in their current situation. So if you know more, definitely let me know. So outrage over allegations that the government misappropriated billions of dollars, which were meant for social development projects, is what initially started much of the protest. And those leaders who oppose Moise, whatever his name is, have basically took this opportunity to harness that anger to call for his resignation. And I also read that Senate auditors reported in May that successive governments have misappropriated billions of dollars from Venezuela's Petrocaribe oil program, and that their reports implicated Moise directly. So through Petrocaribe, Venezuela provided oil to Caribbean nations with payments deferred for 25 years at a low interest rate. Haiti received more than $2 billion that it still owes. And according to the Senate auditors, it was stolen. And of course, the president has denied any wrongdoing. So on Sunday, thousands of people came onto the streets in Port-au-Prince, demanding that the president step down. One protester said, Jovenel is incapable and incompetent. He must pack his bags because Haiti must live. And another said, it is not normal to live in such an unequal country. So at this point, it looks like the protests have been going on for about 6 weeks, and this guy, Moise, appeared in public most recently last month via a pre-recorded speech broadcast on television, which I remember, I think I heard about this, and something about like it aired at like 2 a.m, which I was like, wow, that was a punk ass move. But yeah, from the looks of it, this guy is not trying to budge, and he's supposed to serve for 3 more years. So the people are like, nah, son, you gotta go. So, like I said, I'm not heavy into politics at all, but from what I see, it appears that the political situation in both DR and Haiti right now just seems to be a hot mess. It seems like they both just have all these outside forces, like just meddling in their affairs, and the people in power in both DR and Haiti, they seem to all be corrupt. If you look at the situation in Haiti, I mean, obviously it's much more dire than that of DR, and so this is pushing again a lot of the Haitian people into DR, which is kind of becoming a burden on Dominicans, because although DR is more developed than Haiti is, I mean, it's still considered a third world country, like it might fall more into like the developing nations category, but it's not like first world status. I mean, there are already many Dominicans not living in the best economic situations. They can barely help themselves, and now a lot of those resources in DR are being used to aid this big influx of Haitians coming in, to where the hospitals are attending to more Haitians than actual Dominicans. And I mean, it's just a hot mess all around. But at this moment in time, I think one of the best things that we can do, especially as Dominicans is to support Haitians as they fight for their country. And hopefully, you know, it can fuel that fire of national pride in them. I remember watching this video from this Haitian guy that's living in DR who's actually doing pretty well off. But he said a lot of Haitians, like, they lack that, I guess, nationalistic pride that maybe is seen more in Dominicans. And now that's not to say that there aren't a lot of Haitians that are proud to be Haitian. I mean, there certainly are. But I don't know, I guess living in the situation that they've been in, it's you know, it's easy to get kind of like discouraged and stuff like that. And I have also seen comments from many Haitians here in America that they've said growing up they were ashamed to say that they were Haitian and stuff like that. But that does seem to be turning around. And I do think more Haitians are starting to reclaim that pride in their heritage. And I would hope that Haitian Americans would also take more of an interest, you know, in what's going on over there. And I'm pretty sure that the same way Dominican Americans have, you know, an influence on Dominicans back on the island, like I think the same would go for Haitian Americans, you know. I think living in the United States and seeing how things operate here, I do think that could help to bring, you know, a different perspective to Haitians in Haiti, you know, and maybe they could, I don't know, kind of help with the situation over there as well. Now, I did see a post a few weeks ago of Dominicans in DR protesting in front of the Haitian embassy in DR on behalf of Haitians' rights in Haiti. So, you know, I thought that was pretty nice. You know, it was nice to see, you know, Dominicans supporting Haitians, you know, and supporting their rights in their home country. So, you know, at the end of the day, no matter how much historical beef or tension we may have towards each other, I mean, we share the same island. That's not going to change. So why not try and find the best ways for us to coexist without like coming at each other's throats, you know? When I think of DR and Haiti, I think of like a big brother and a little brother. The big brother has already learned to walk, but the little brother is still kind of struggling to crawl. And I just feel like, you know, while one is still struggling to crawl, why not, you know, I think it's okay for the big brother to kind of give him a little push, you know, to kind of encourage them to stand up on their own and for them to learn to walk, you know. So, I don't know, it's kind of like that brother or that cousin that you're not that cool with, but you still got to deal with. And I don't know, I just feel like we don't have to hate each other, you know. Like, I know the situation going on over there is very difficult, and it's easy for us living in the United States to say whatever because we're not living it. But again, we share the same island, and you know, I think it's time for both Dominicans and Haitians to take control over their island, you know. Now, will the powers that be allow this to happen? I don't know. But wishful thinking, right? So that was it for this video. Again, I just wanted to bring more of an awareness to what is going on in Haiti. And, you know, I think that, you know, we should support our, you know, Caribbean cousins, or even if you're not from the Caribbean, but, you know, just Haitians in general, they need support, I feel like, you know, and encouragement. And yeah, so, you know, why not bring awareness to the situation? All right, guys, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave your comments and your thoughts and opinions down below. Let's keep it respectful, y'all, okay? And I'll check you guys in the next one. Bye.